goals. Let's talk about goals this morning a little bit, shall we? So, my fitness goal is to run a marathon in May. Okay, May 2024. I want to be fit enough to run a marathon. So, I have this app that makes a plan for me. I put in the date of the marathon, and it calculates what the distance of running I should do each day and days off and whatnot. It does it all for you, and it's free, and it's awesome. However, I haven't been following it to a T. Most long runs I've been putting off and just simply not doing. I'll give you an example. Yesterday, I was supposed to do an 8-kilometer run, okay? Now, did I have the time to do it yesterday? Yes, I did. I'll admit I could have done it yesterday. But the thought of it was just was overwhelming. So much so that I wanted to totally quit that goal. Like, I wanted to just take the marathon right off my plate. Because I honestly didn't think I could do it. I don't think I can do it. Especially in May when I haven't been training very well. I'm at the heaviest I've been in a long time. And I just can't see myself being ready to do a marathon by May. I mean, maybe, but I've never ran a marathon, and well, anyways, basically I was just getting overwhelmed and wanting to quit. And as it happened, I was listening to an audiobook about how small incremental changes have a bigger effect on you in the long term than when you do something really quickly. Like if you want to drop 10 pounds and you just cut calories and do it really quickly, you know what happens? You end up binge eating, the next day and gaining it all back. That has also happened to me. I lost 30 pounds in 3 months and gained it all back really quickly. And now I'm like 60 pounds heavier than what I was then. So there we go. So I believe the theory that small incremental changes is more effective over time. Like you can more permanent changes than the short-term goals, like when you lose weight really fast. So what I thought, okay, small incremental changes. What can I do here? So I thought, you know what, I'll change my goal from a marathon to a half marathon. Okay? Now half marathon is still, it's not overwhelming, but it's still a good goal. And I've done 2. Mind you, it was about a decade ago when I did them or more. But, I have done it before. I know I can do it. I went from the shape that I'm in now to running a half marathon in about the same amount of time. So I know I can do it. And so I immediately changed my goal in that app that I have that plans out my workout. And instead of an 8-kilometer run yesterday, it changed to 1. Okay, and I thought, okay, a 1-kilometer run I can do. Like, that is not overwhelming to me. That's actually a nice, fun little length that I can do rather quickly. And even looking for the rest of the program, I'm not doing any huge runs yet that are going to make me question my abilities and my goal. So I changed it to a half marathon. So my goal is now in May to run a half marathon. Now, I have not forgotten about my marathon. I do want to run a marathon. There's no question about it. I want to do that at some point in my life, preferably sooner than later. So I thought I wanted to run one in the fall as well, in 2024. So I'm still keeping that goal to run a marathon in the fall, September, October. I can't remember when that run is. But my step towards the marathon is running this half marathon in May. And to me, that makes sense in my head, because I'll be in half marathon shape, and hopefully better keep being on my path that I'm on now, where I'm eating healthier and exercising regularly, and I stick with the program of running, and I can run a half marathon in May. And then from May until September or October, the fall, whenever that race is, I'll train for the marathon. So that in my brain makes sense to me. It's breaking it down into sizable chunks, my goal, and it's not making me feel overwhelmed or, that I want to quit. This is a goal that I actually think I can do, and want to do, because I like running and I want to run a marathon. So by switching my first marathon I was going to run in May to a half marathon, I think I can do it. And that's what I'm going to work towards. So I guess the moral of the story is that if you are feeling really overwhelmed by your goals, because that's easy to do, try breaking them up into even smaller size chunks in order to achieve them. Don't give up on them. Please don't give up on them. They're your goals. You want to do them. But break them down into smaller chunks to make it it's easier in your mind to comprehend actually accomplishing them and making it more of a reasonable, chance to do so. So there you go. That's all I have to say this morning. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one.